Aries, welcome to your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Gear up because it's a bitch of a week. I'm just going to let you know. And we're going to get into the details as to why. Aries, I'm going to sprinkle astrology throughout this entire reading, but first I am shuffling the cards to see what is coming out in the current situation. There's already something that's come up in the past, and that only happens when it's something that's in the past that is impacting what is going on right now, and then we will predict into the future. And remember, there's always an extended reading that I hope that you'll join me for. That link is down below in the description box, as well as I will pin it to the top of the comment section. This message is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Sorry about that. I'm not trying to overexpose myself. I'm just trying to get this microphone right. That means that it's an energy reading. So please apply it to where it impacts you and it resonates with you. If I use an example that sounds off for a certain area in your life, then apply the energy to where it does fit in your life. This is your reading. And there's no times, no dates. I have over 2,100 videos and 1/12 of them are Aries. So go check it out, because whatever calls to you may be trying to tell you something. Aries. Okay. So there's a situation. I'm starting with the past, which I rarely do, but there's a situation that's going on in the past. And I know that that's going to really be impactful, because I've seen for the next 2 weeks what the moon is doing and how it's interacting and where it's leading. Now for this week, it's pretty peaceful, but I would not be surprised if you are feeling, and please leave your comments below and tell me what you've been getting the vibes on. If you have been feeling that something is off, or there's like an undercurrent of instability or shakiness, it's the moon that's bringing you these messages. And this week, the moon creates a grand air trine, which Mars is a part of. Mars is in Gemini still, in retrograde. So it's a grand air trine between Mars in Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius, and the moon for a couple of moments, like a couple of hours. That's when stuff is going to come out. Talk is going to happen. And since the moon is the sort of toggle point, it's in Libra. So it's got to do with something about relationships. Now, this is what I know. It is, based on the cards, a relationship you thought you'd made peace with. Something that you had made peace with, that there was peace about it, or you thought there's rest, there's peace, there's tranquility, you did your best, you put it to rest, you moved on. There was a sense of a white flag, sending out a white flag, as in like a peaceful gesture of, hey, let's let this go. Let's let it be. This week, there's so many moving parts in your life. There's so many changes, and they're wonderful changes. They're actually happy changes. You have think on your feet, which means you're moving, you're grinding. There's unexpected things happening, but this is kind of like an adventure you're on. So whatever's happening, it's coming at you quick, and it's fun, it's exciting. There's a newness about it. There's a freshness about it. It's not like the same old, I thought I did that shit. No, it's something fresh. It's something cool. It's something neat. It's something fun. There's also a lot of abundance, because this is Sagittarius energy. So it's almost like in some ways your life is growing, or you've added on to your life. Your life is expanding, and it's very fortunate. So there's a lot of wonderful, abundant energy coming in your life. It's also a message to you saying how to handle this. How do you handle this energy, Aries? You roll with the punches. You just, you hit the curveballs. Don't expect anything. Improvise. Improvisation is the key to your success this week. This is just a great time to just, get outside your comfort zone and enjoy every single last adventure that brings you. But there is growth and expansion in your life. Leave the comments below. Tell me where. I love to know. Make your dreams real. So there's growth and expansion. somewhere where that really matters to you, that you have been working on for a while. It's been a lifelong goal, perhaps. Perhaps you're building something, renovating something, recreating something. Perhaps you're moving to a new home. There's just a lot of weaving going on. Maybe it's a creative project that you're working on. This is very creative energy. It's almost like your mind might be exploding with all these new kind of ideas and capabilities. Make your dreams real. In some ways, let me say this to you, some of you may have gotten ahead of yourself in terms of, and I'm only saying this because I see the cards. Let me show you the cards. Some of you may have gotten ahead of yourself when it came to your planning and how you thought things were going to go. There are legalities and logistics that you need to consider, laws, but it could also be just dealing with the laws and dealing with all that stuff and getting through it and handling it. Your mind is really focused here on the future. It's 100% about moving forward. You don't really have time for bullshit because you've been very active, very busy on manifesting or creating a new life. Like I said, it could have something to do with a business that you're building out. This is Capricornian energy. Or a home that you're building. This is Scorpionic energy. So in a way, there has been a lot of beneath the surface planning for a while. Not to say that it's necessarily shady, but a stuff that maybe you just didn't talk about to a lot of people. You might surprise a few people with talents that you reveal this week. But no, I think it's just that now you're ready to move forward. There's a beautiful forward momentum energy here with the cards. And there's a piece that was established in the past that enabled you to almost come to a conclusion that made you feel right and made you feel good. It's the astrology that's really messing with me. Because I see what the moon is doing, and only this week when the moon is in Libra does it trine any part of Mars. All the other times, there's brief interactions where it's just in conflict. The moon has to do with emotions. It has to do with a very feminine energy. It could have to do with shady shit that was kept under the surface, stuff that you kind of wanted to put away because you just wanted to move on. I mean, that's the forward momentum, right? It's just that there's so much to look forward to, and there is. That's not going to be taken away from you. There's so much to be excited about, and there is. That's not going to be taken away from you. That you thought you'd put something to bed, and I'm getting the feeling, I'm getting the vibe, I'm getting this because I've read the charts, that is just not the case. But right now, current situation, I think something becomes clear or somebody starts talking. There's a lot of that grand trine is like people maybe find it really easy to run their mouth. There could also be a sense of opportunity to be able to converse or have a conversation about a circumstance or situation okay, the moon in Libra, Saturn in Aquarius. This could have something to do with marriage or a promise that was made, an oath that was taken between two people in public. Trine also to Mars in Gemini could have something to do with actions you wish you had taken, or actions you wish you hadn't taken. Now, Saturn is trine to Mars, and that has been going on for a while, and that's actually a real stabilizing energy, a sense of, but I did things right, or I want to go back and make something right. I want to unravel all those things maybe that you didn't realize had been done behind your back. I want to clear that up so there's no ammo or ammunition moving forward. So this is really that week to really see what's on the up and up and expose the things that aren't so you can get the things that are important to you done. Okay, we have butterfly. Transformation is beautiful. You have grown from the past. Your life isn't the same, and there was some major event that ended things for you and made you reach forward or reach higher or just change completely. Really, this is a metamorphosis. So metamorphosis isn't even a change. It is a development to another stage in your life. You are really not the person that you used to be. This is more scorpionic energy, so a sense of spreading your wings and flying. And we have two creatures that are spreading their wings and flying, making peace with a situation so that you can let go, release, and actually move on. Okay, that sounds great. Let spirit be your guide. We have hawk energy here, which is look at the wider picture. See things from that aerial perspective this week. Remain as objective as possible. This is also a messenger coming into you, maybe with regards to your home life, or your family. There could be some surveillance either on you or surveillance that you need to do regarding your home and whatever you're building or constructing. FYI. Let's get into some details. I feel the buildup, man. Aries. Three of Cups, so there's some sort of celebration. Maybe you're having a group of friends around. Somebody is like saying cheers to you, congratulations to you. So what is this congratulations for? That's absolutely wonderful. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you've worked really hard, maybe saved really hard, been very practical with money, or made a long-term financial commitment. Could even include a job, a new job. Then you have Three of Pentacles, doing a really good job at saving your money or doing this work. So people could really be celebrating you this week at work. Just acknowledging how good you are at what you do, or wanting to share your abundance and celebrate everything that you have built and worked so hard. It's almost like, in some ways, if you see the pictures, you want to celebrate how hard you've worked with friends. You want to celebrate how far you've come with friends. So there's something about a friendly gathering here that's really beautiful and marvelous energy that speaks to a celebration, but it could also be speaking about an event where some shit's going to go down. But we're going to get into that. Four of Swords, you need to rest and relaxation is here, and Ace of Cups. What does that have to do with? Because together, this seems like taking a break from your marriage. Or somebody was taking a break from their marriage. This got to do with rest and relaxation, just like putting the worries down, putting the concerns down. But this is also reconciliation, a love reconciliation, reconciling, finally being able to reconcile it. So that could be about, whatever was done in the past is finished. Finally being able to reconcile it, settle it, or make amends from it, and in some ways take a break from being concerned about it. And then we have Eight of Pentacles, which is in your future, which means just the joy and abundance of really loving what you do and focusing on doubling down on your work and your this is less of work and more of a calling. Eight of Pentacles is about having a calling and going for it, chasing it down. This is really beautiful energy, actually. I love it this week, to be totally upfront with you. The vibe that I'm getting, oh, I love this. Yeah, the 3-3 is wonderful energy. And then we have 3-3-3. So Holy Trinity. It's almost like in some ways this week is a calm before the storm. Now, the storm next week is going to be emotionally charged. There's as soon as Wednesday passes, so by the end of this week, Mars goes into complete opposition to the Venus-Mercury conjunction. And that's all about deeds from the past regarding finances, love affairs, what was said, arrangements that were made, really conflicting with everything that you are now and everything that you want to be. and having to confront those issues. This week is really just future focused. It's a happy week. And it's almost sad that I've read the charts ahead, because this is beautiful energy. Now, what happens moving forward in the future does not necessarily take away what you have on the table in front of you. In fact, I think insight into the future is just to make you aware that yes, you're correct. Those feelings are correct. You've been feeling that vibe. It's correct. There is some shit a-brewing. Vacation from marriage. This could even be going on vacation, or maybe you're going on vacation this week to just sort of take a break and show yourself some self-love, or reconciling with somebody you really care about, or a marriage reconciling and finding a truce or finding a way to compromise on maybe even where you guys go for vacation. It could be as simple as that. But where is this energy headed? I think that that's definitely what we both want to know. And as soon as I ask that question, what card comes out? The Ten of Swords. Where are we headed? We're headed to an ending. We're heading to a lot of backstabbing being revealed. We're heading to a really sad realization. We're headed toward kind of like the worst case scenario so that we can finish things. Now this is something, this occurrence, this event, this person is something that you thought was over, because you thought, this is reconciled, we put this to bed, this is fine, but it wasn't really. We have the Moon card here, and we have the Star card here, and this is current energy, which means this new moon is where we end. And at the end of the week, there's such harmony and such abundance and such wonderful things that are happening all around you. It really is going to set you up for this beautiful high of, look, my wishes are coming true. I'm really happy right now. And this new moon is a great time, Aries, to make a wish for what you want to happen. Right? Not make a wish, but set your intentions, manifest, welcome in the new beginning or a new start. So you really are ready to move forward. And something that you have been manifesting or wishing for is legit coming to you, or this week is the time to ask, especially around that new moon, which is just about wishes coming true and luck. Because basically the astrology is Jupiter trine to the sun and moon as they're conjuncting for the new moon. Jupiter in Pisces, which is 100% God space, and any miracle can happen here. And the sun-moon conjunction in Sagittarius, which is Jupiter's native house, as well as the house of expansion and growth and adventure beyond your wildest dreams. So it's just such a beautiful new moon, and it is definitely a time to place your wishes. Absolutely. But then we have the Ten of Swords here, which we have to go deeper into because I really want to understand it. The Ten of Swords, of course, can represent that the hurt and the suffering is finally ended. It's finally over. Finally, you've been able to put this hurtful past behind you. And all those times that somebody stabbed you in the back, or you were disappointed or let down in whatever place in your life it is, that's it. It's done. It's over with. Ace of Wands has come out saying, okay, what's on the other side of this is just something fresh and something new. Really, this is your chance and your time for a fresh start. And usually this is a tremendous amount of just a new idea, a new passion. In a lot of ways, I think this could be, especially if you're somebody who's taken a hiatus from romance for a while, this is you getting another chance at it. But it's a brand new person. It's a brand new person. And it's based on you making peace with something or closing something out and finishing something off. So this is, in and of itself, a beautiful fucking week for you, for opportunity to kick off and start. Next week is when the shit will hit the fan, but it will not take anything from you. And I think a lot of times when you're winning is when you attract people trying to throw shit at you. So a lot of things can start coming up about, well, nobody ever talked about how they did this or they did that, because you're happy and you deserve it. But believe me, you deserve it. And nothing's going to take this happiness. It's just going to be shit slinging. That we'll get into next week. But I want to see what's happening. Please join me for your extended reading. The links are below.